If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Ivor. Ivor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Colosseum and will be able to point you in the right direction. To send him a spring of fine that will let him know you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amara until he... This might take a while. He can swim now. Don't be so mean. He's able to swim now. For a second I did read Hobo Goblins and I was like, they didn't just name them like that. No, they didn't. They named them Hobgoblins. Oh. Benjamin! Welcome! Thank you so much. How you doing, sweetie? How are you? But it was not because he was drowning. That's... Excuse me. That's a difference. But the battle music, though. Get cool new battle music. Hi there. What are you after? Fish? Crab? I think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere if you're a taste for them. Oh, I do love a bit of fun. Chuck some in the pan and it's likely a bloody festival of flavor. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say there has been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alphinaud, I know the one. A young champion of the downtrodden. Almor is richer than all of Norwyn put together, but it's a different story for them as live outside the city. We'll spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. No, I can answer the guess as to where he is now and get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Siltard, there's a fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Lakey Keel, right there, and I'll set Alphinaud joins you. You're terrible. You are terrible. Where do I go? Over there. Please ignore me. You're also high leveled now. Please ignore me. I'm not here. I am the fauna. I am the tree. Walking tree, just like, you know, it's a new type of tree. It just happened with the flood. Suddenly trees can walk and look untree-like. Just ignore me. It's fine. So let me attune to the crystal. And then we go into the tavern? Is that the tavern? Are you a tavern? Yes. This is your first time in a tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you meant to loiter. All you'll be having. Water. I'm not drinking. A fine choice. And what you'll be playing with? Gil? Oh, Lucas. Wait, I didn't see you, Lucas. Hi, Lucas. Wherever you are. Well, now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? Sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. I'm not about to begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. What do you want from me? Ah, here's an idea. There's a convent to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the past... I should go hunting. Maybe forfeit my life. For a fucking water? Teva? In what world is that? Wow. What do you decide? It's a bit of extermination work. I want you to squash any vermin you find. I'll visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on a job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me and you can laze about here as long as you like. Wow. Also, I'm sorry to hear that, Benjamin. I hope it's gonna get better soon. It looks kind of cute. Let's hit some little vermins. Maybe. Belt music is really nice. Any more? 1 out of 2. Where's the second? Oh, I was like, it's not appearing because I have to go there. That's why. That's why it's not appearing. I actively have to move there. Okay, let's go. Sometimes I'm confused why things are like getting interrupted when it makes no sense. I'm really a fan of the new battle music. Pretty nice. All of them? Okay. Now I need to look for the dude. He's probably like in here. But to be fair, 40 music so far was really good. Generally speaking. No response. Maybe you need to knock loud. Maybe just knock louder on the door. Knock, knock! Open up! Perhaps they're keeping us hard of hearing. Just knock even harder! I hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Okay. Not weird at all. So did the dude get eaten by the rats? Like, how long was this person not at the field? Like, not know that whoever is supposed to tend to them is like not there. Welcome back, dear. What did that good for nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Well, nothing. Gone? Huh. Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Gate Town, outside Elmore? You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the head. Wow, thank you. I get a second glass of water. For free! Is it Alphinaud? No.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Is it? What are you wearing, honey? Honey. No. No.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Babe.
'Tis good to see you, my friend.
Can we hug?
The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alphinaud, you really are a dear.
He just got very weird clothing. He doesn't look different. He just has a terrible fashion choice without
I'd best be
Tataru.
tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
I'm so much taller than him now. Oh, that's terrible.
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu. It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Me, I was more worried about you.
Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
Can we hug? I want to hug!
I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry.
Yeah.
We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change.
For a second, I wanted to say I'm proud of you, Benjamin, but I'm not anymore.
But before we bid this world
I'm
farewell,
disappointed.
we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source.
Mm-hmm.
We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
Yes, we need to.
Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true.
It's dangling.
By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion.
Does he also not know their name?
I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure? And so we take to the road once more.
I'm so much taller than him now. Oh my. I even choose like the smallest bun size. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Please wear something different, sweetie. Sweetie, honey. I saw that you started Sonic Frontiers, but I was in the middle of the night. And I went to bed. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, we may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Ulmer, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west and then cross a small bridge. Are we just... Didn't Fee, whatever her name is, told us to like look after his? Are we... Okay, this is on you because I don't know this woman, you do, so like, this is not on me. Oh, I like Sonic Frontiers too, it's a good game. No, I wanted to be part of it when he plays art. And he just started like in the middle of the night and I was like, I need to go to bed. Okay, there is the bridge we're definitely using. Like a good citizen, there are geckos, okay. Yeah, Alphinaud. I definitely use the bridge, 100%. Palisade seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in a distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever the calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No! Get away from me! Over there. Quickly, someone's in trouble. Leave me alone. Oh, thank the fates! Look out! It's okay, don't worry about it. Oh. Come here. Okay, they definitely need a lot more beating. I am not as strong anymore. Maybe I need new equipment. I need to check if I can buy new equipment. Why would you ask him that? Hello, ma'am. Tamalu! My poor heart. Thank you, miss. There you are. In my haste, I lost my bearing, but I see you have the situation well in hand. If I work. Are you alright, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Ulmer with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies will welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now I'm sure a strapping lost like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. Just as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Ulmer's shadows. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with strength to fight them off. Please change your clothing. Oh God. Speaking of which, what have been told of these monsters? A brief history then. It was not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared, some beastly, some beauteous. Yet regardless of their form, all seem incapable of speech, and all are driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal ether. They are predators, we are their prey, and we are their prey. Colossia suffers from far fewer attacks than most regions, but even so, the list of the Sin Eaters' victims grows longer by the day. A tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path leads to the west. Frontier is also one of the few games where I don't mind fishing. Fishing in this game is also fun. We need to go that way. This way over there. Can I climb this? No. Would have been too easy. I hated fishing in 15. Okay, no. I didn't hate fishing in 15, I think. I hated the amount you had to do to get a trophy. I think that works better for it. I know out of the 4 guys, this was the last one I got. Persona fishing would also be alright if it wouldn't be like that that I had to take like 2 days to get a trophy. 2 days of constant fishing. Hello. I'm not 100%ing this game. It's fine. I don't know how Red Dead Redemption's fishing is, I'll be honest. I also don't remember the one from 15.
Open arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
It's fine. I understood what you wanted to tell me. It's fine, don't worry. Oh, is it like the slums?
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
He sounds like the seller from Resident Evil.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve.
Is it the
Maybe
one?
even 3. Care to show me?
It is the seller from Resident Evil, isn't it? Or he's imitating him.
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Gentlemen, your attention, please!
Oh. Okay.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy, even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
Fish, is it?
Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged.
Of course.
And so they are picked over like market produce.
I don't like this place.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the City of Splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
Mm-hmm. Are they looking for slaves? Oh, don't be so happy about that.
Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for?
A better life.
Well, well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
That's a peach, isn't it?
For you.
Ah, at last!
Enjoy.
Thank goodness.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems...
Weird. Just say it. It's weird.
well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
A bun. I just wanted to make the more obvious joke in calling it a peach because you know what you use the peach emoji for. Oh, she's gonna die or be a slave. Oh, don't look at me. Look, the babies understand my joke. Thank you. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to the naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via contest, via ever-changing rules. The city's policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Almore's current ruler came into power. Yet, from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now. I worry that, well, you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. Okay. Right. There are 3 red circles, so we're gonna go to the one in the back and then go in the front. Probably makes the most sense. Grime bloke. Okay, hi. So here are you? I can't make his voice. Can't blame you for wanting a slice of Ulmer's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sore-faced brat and might come for yourself here. It does not much to look at, alright, but at least it's safe, and the mule is the best thing I've ever tasted. Are there drugs in that peach bun? And that's why they all stay here? Sissel Bart. I like that name. Hey Alphinaud, bye Alphinaud, please. Are you doing yoga? Oh. For a second I thought they're doing yoga. I'm sorry. That's... I'm sorry. Over there. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks, meal, you realize, float in the otherwise plain breath. Fine. One more over here. The occupied petticoat? Just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the light. I can't even look at it, I'm sorry. Every day I dream of a life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? I don't know if I would want to be part of us. But my character has a nice butt, so it's fine. Also, now I'm back. I think they all drugged and just like having some other mind manipulations. But they're also cute. Sorry. Getting distracted by bunnies. My constant experience in 14. You've seen what Gate Town has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They become dependent on handouts of meal and believe Ulmer is the answer to all their woes. Yet, no matter how I frame my encouragement, I seem unwilling, unable to conceive of any other way of life.